All right, everyone. Hi, thank you for coming today. Welcome to the Node Working Group sessions. We'll start off with a preamble and then we'll go through the agenda. And there's not a lot on there, so if anyone has anything else they'd like to talk to, you can add it there or just shout it out as we go through the meeting here. So here's the preamble. The Node Working Group session is a time when members come together to discuss and collaborate with ecosystem partners in the Mina Foundation. Topics discussed generally include the latest releases, node operations, and other technical matters related to the protocol, although this is at the discretion of the Node Working Group. My name is John Robinson, and I'm the Community Operation Manager at the Mina Foundation. And I'm here to support everyone and facilitate these sessions, so just let me know if there's anything I'm forgetting to do or anything I can do to help out. If anyone has any questions, please raise your hand with a button or shout it out. Also, you can drop it into the agenda and we can get to it that way also. This meeting will be recorded and posted to YouTube in an effort to increase transparency and get the information that we're discussing here out to the broader community. So thanks. I see some stuff's being added to the agenda now, so that's great. Let's start off with updates. And for that, we'll go to our ecosystem partner, O1 Labs. Andrew.
Hello, everyone. The update today will be about 1.3.1. We're in the process of putting together the first alpha release, which should go out today or tomorrow. With a fairly small change set, we're going to try and keep these releases coming faster than we have in the past. Because, yeah, we're making more good, small, incremental changes. So we want to get them into your hands. And that includes a bunch of new metrics around where the daemon is spending its like CPU time, which I think will be really useful in making sure that we don't introduce major performance bugs again in the future. Yeah. And I also want to just solicit out into the group here if there's any issues that you've experienced with 1.3.0 that we should look at trying to resolve for the future release. Please share it as soon as you can, either here or in the Node Working Group channel in Discord. That's it for me.
So I guess I can go next. I was out on PTO last week, so I'll be meeting with the networking team tomorrow morning and get a better sense of how things are progressing. But quickly, by looking at our network stability board, we've made some progress on those timing metrics and other things that hopefully will give us more information. One of the main things is that the community has also asked us to look at regarding the snark work inclusion. That's still scheduled, and we're going to be looking at that as we get some more time. But beyond that, I don't really have clear visibility since I was out last week.
Thanks a lot, Prithvi. Yeah, and for anyone else watching the recording later on too, as Andrew said, if you have any feedback or comments on the latest releases, you can post them in either a mainnet block producers channel in Discord or the DevNet channel. And if you ping one of the team members there, maybe Linus Grom or Chris F or something like that, we can have a look and get back to you with that. So thanks, Prithvi. Last week there was a request to actually go through the GitHub board that I put a link up to in the agenda there. Would it be all right to go through that really quickly?
Yeah, definitely.
So I'll just share my screen here and get that up. So let me see here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to readjust this a little bit here. All right. Just going to have to resize this. Does that come through all right, or would you like me to make it a bit smaller? You guys still see that?
Yeah.
Great. If you could just give a quick rundown through it, if there's anything particular, quickly, I can just scroll through it for you.
The first one in the high priority column, that that was added to our last sprint as part of the networking team. So George was working on this one. I think this work is being done as a part of an integration test. So we were thinking about actually working out like the priority in scheduling different stuff. So I don't have the latest update on this because I haven't got a chance to speak to George yet. So I can try to provide an update next week. The next one, the node restarts an issue after 30 minutes. I believe this one actually can be closed now because this issue, OnTab was seeing this issue, and we can close it because we've arrived at a solution that was recommended to them, and they found that it works. However, I'm not 100% sure if it's just localized to that party or if other users are seeing it. I haven't really seen other people harp about this one as much. Maybe other folks have. So let me know if you think this is appropriate for closing.
All right, great. Thank you, Prithvi. Does anyone have any questions about the updates? All right, that's good. Then we'll move on to we can move on to the next one there on the agenda. And what we have up next, I'll just readjust my screen here. But we have an introduction today. We have Iryna here, who is the developer relation for the Mina Foundation. And she's been meeting with a few people. I believe she's met quite a few people in the node working group, and she's introduced herself in the Discord channels like that. So what I'll do, I'll just stop the share here. And Iryna, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Iryna. I'm the first person in the developer relations team at Mina Foundation. So we'll be responsible to provide education support and engagement for the technical community. So please reach me out if you have any comments or recommendations. And yeah, or if you just want to meet, or yeah, or anything else. Yeah, I will be here to help you anything I can. Thanks.
Thanks, Iryna. And Iryna, she's already had a kind of open call that she publicized in the mainnet block producers channel and that. So very easy to reach out to on Discord or through other means too. Okay, everybody, we have another thing up on the agenda here. And the third one, it says, can you share more about the issues encountered with the new uptime leaderboard backend? I might be able to, I like that, Andrew, that looks good. I might be able to share something on that too. There hasn't been really a problem with the backend that I'm aware of. There was an issue with the uplink for the URL we're using for getting the data from the nodes into the backend. And I don't have the details on the technical side of that, but it has been worked out over the last, I got a message about it a couple hours ago. So we will be able to put that out. We'll put out some announcements in the near future. And what we'll be doing is requesting that people move over to the new uptime system while keeping the sidecar running at the same time. There'll be detailed instructions on this The instructions are quite simple. They're basically the same as Andrew posted in the release notes on quite a while back now. And so what we'll be doing there, we'll introduce a bit of information on the scoring system and how we'll do that for the next the cycle. So there is quite a bit of information coming up. Really happy that was resolved. I was told by a few people that should be something easy to solve, but it certainly was not, judging by the efforts that went into fixing this up. Now that it's up, and as we get the other things moving along, getting some communications out and explaining more what we'd like people to do to upgrade to the new system, and with the new scoring system, also try and get some more technical details for everyone who's interested in that on actually what the problem was. So I'm not sure if, Andrew, do you know anything about that? Is there anything you can say about that?
Yeah, I can speak to it. We're largely we're trying to make sure that the same sort of uptime backend that we've been using for a while now can actually scale to the amount of people who have been using the sidecar and the amount of people who are going to keep using it, and to make sure that we can maintain it. So we introduced a load balancer, and we're trying to verify the correctness of everything and the success rate of requests. And yeah, I think we're in much better shape now. There's a new URL that will come out in the announcement, and yeah, and it should be more reliable. That's what we're aiming for. Go ahead, Lance.
Hi, thanks for the update. So I just want to check out on the new update uptime system. Does it have a limitation on how many loads you run? I mean, the official recommendation is 3, but I suspect that many people are running more than that, which I think is adding extra node to the network. Is it? Thanks.
The new system is not explicitly limiting it to 3 or anything like that, but there is a rate limit to how many requests you can make. So there's for sure diminishing returns on running more nodes, like in ways that was not true of the previous sidecar. So that should help, but also we can adjust that, and I think that's sort of this same system can be applied. We can apply more and more checks on the backend side as we continue these technical discussions as a group, and we can sort of improve this stuff going forward as well.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I just think probably on that regard, John, some guidance on those, and also maybe anti-cheating measures on how many nodes you run would be useful.
Yes, thanks, Lent. And that comes back to also some of the suggestions that were made by people on the spreadsheet you created for us, which, yeah, thanks for that. And there will be some announcements with information on that coming out shortly too. Some of these things do take quite a lot of time, partly because there's quite a few things going on, but also because there's quite a process involved in that. And well, some of these things we were doing for the first time, and as we've done it, we found the processes improved quite a bit, and we found quite a few areas where we can streamline things. So yeah, this is really by introducing that and collecting feedback in that way, that was really great. So that's something that we'll definitely work on improving and using more like that. So there'll be more information coming out on that. One thing too, I will say, and it'll be quite clearly laid out in the instructions or that for upgrading and how things will work as we transition to the new system. People will be requested, or you'll need to basically run both sidecar and the new uptime system on the same node probably, but both systems will be used during the transition period until we move to the uptime system, the new uptime system. So please bear that in mind. You'll hear that many times. Don't stop sidecar. Does anyone have any
That's
other
good.
questions about that? All right, great. Does anyone has anything else they'd like to speak about today? Oh, Prithvi, hi.
So I'd be very interested to know if any of you guys got some time to participate in the QA network. I know John, you and Jonathan were interested in participating as well. We're trying to be a little bit more aggressive with, trying to get the most testing that we can in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And so I'd love to hear, what your experiences have been in this.
I wasn't able to get anything set up. It was yes, I've been running a bit low on time and a bit low on sleep these days. I believe Jonathan was similar in that way too, but
Yeah, less about time and sleep and more about enjoying the beautiful weather in Mexico. But I didn't get it running.
Jonathan, don't say that. I'm so jealous. Yeah.
No worries at all. Yeah, so I'm basically going to try to activate the community as best I can, and our hopes is that we have a lot of people playing around with it, and so let's see. Lamps, do you know if you might get some time in the next 2 to 3 weeks to participate a little bit, or have you already?
I haven't. Sorry. Yeah, probably this weekend I can do a bit of testing.
That's what I said last weekend.
Yeah, no, and it totally makes sense because this is kind of like on a volunteer basis, right? So as you guys accommodate with your schedule, we're just really grateful to have your support. And if you can, post some messages in the QA channel just so that other users who are not as actively engaged see that, hey, some other folks are planning on, getting around to this. So it can even be like, hey, I'm going to do it this weekend or something like that. We'd really appreciate that.
Are you looking for quite a few people in there now? Is that right?
As many as we can. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, that's something for people watching the recording also. If anyone is not in the QA task force channel, it's an old channel that we're using for this, and it's a private channel, but anyone's pretty much welcome to contact Chris F. That's me, Chris F. in Discord. Just ping me and I can add you to that channel. So if someone's out there wants to do some testing and get an idea of what the newer releases are looking like, yeah, please ping Chris F in Discord and ask anyone here. And if anyone hears anything about someone wanting to join or someone who might be good to join that channel, please let me know. It's a private channel, but basically anyone's welcome to join it. Just give me a ping.
Cool, and I'll share the link with some common test scenarios that we want people to run here in the chat. So if you're watching this recording later and you'd like to participate and run these steps, just message John on Discord and we'll get you added.
And that's probably something we should post in, we can post that also in the QA net channel. And it might be worth posting a message asking for people if anyone else is interested in mainnet block producers or the DivNet channel as well. So like I said, that's a fairly old channel, the QA task force channel, and they did some quite good testing back, well, just over a year ago now. And but yeah, anyone can pretty much join. Yvonne, are you here today? I can't see on my screen here. Last week after we finished, Yvonne had a suggestion that as things are going quite well now with the node stability, and there's been some fairly big improvements already made, that we could make a section here for discussing other issues related to other topics as well. And so what I've done, I'll just share my screen again here, but down the bottom of the agenda, I posted a little place where people can add other topics. It's on the parking lot one. There's a link, in item number 6 there. So if anyone else has anything else they would like to discuss, it's something that we can certainly do. So please feel free to add topics down the bottom there as well. Some suggestions Yvonne had were related to snaps and things like that. And some of the things we might not have people able to answer here now, but if we have some notice of these questions coming up, what we'll be able to do is try and find people who will be able to help out with those specific questions. So yeah, please feel free to add there or bring up other topics as well. And I got that link here, and it just goes down to the bottom here. So if there's anything anyone would like to discuss, just drop it in. All right, everyone. Anything else you would like to discuss? We still have about 5 minutes, or if not, I'll stop the recording and I'll hang out till about past and have a chat with anyone. All right, well, a big welcome to you, Iryna. Thank you very much. And I think, was that you that was taking notes, Regina?
No, sorry, I didn't take any notes.
Oh,
It
excellent.
was Jonathan.
Jonathan, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Well, you have a great week out there, and yeah, look forward to seeing you hopefully tomorrow at the celebration. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. You take care.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.